Good evening, good evening, good evening. Ladies, are y'all ready tonight?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
Oh, got your Tony Braxton on over there, Miss Kiki.
you heard it. You heard it.
Okay, y'all better tune in and share this right on out. Let's do it.
You are now tuned in to Champaign Confessions. You already know what that means. Tell all your people that this is the place to be. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Champaign Confessions is the podcast that will motivate you to become the best version of you. So why not have a sit with the ladies tonight? Because we are about to talk our ish. Let's get it, guys.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Love it. I see y'all already putting the likes on there. Y'all been anticipating this episode. We done shared the heck out of it just to get the word out there. We got Miss Kai over there struggling just a little bit. So we're gonna bear with it, but she keep on keeping on. Because this is how we do at Champaign Confessions. But let's get into the introductions of this show. And come on, people, right now while you're in, you better go ahead and get this share out right now. Wherever you're watching it, share it out. Share the link to the YouTube, because we'd rather you come on over to YouTube about it, share this out, show us some love, because guess what? Views help us to get out there and get the word out, because everybody wants to know about Champaign Confessions. But I am Miss Maggie T. And to my immediate, whatever side this is, I can't point, and it's the opposite direction. So, pretty lady right there.
Miss Kai, I'm a little raspy, but that's okay. I had no voice at all. So, I'm going to try. I'm going to pull through. Here I am.
There you go, girl. And right below her. But, she just need to be right beside her. I just wish we can make it that way. But who you have right under there?
I'm in the building, and it is good.
It's good. And who is it? Who you is?
I am Miss Kiki.
Miss Kiki?
That's me.
Miss Kai, just in case y'all don't see the names there, we are Champaign Confessions. She's sipping on her tea today, so she don't have her wine. But,
wait a minute.
Tea for the boys.
Got to start it off with our shots or sip, because we got to adjust, because it's been a lot lately, ladies, this week. This is the birthday of my brother, Scar, Sheldon. That's my brother. These are angel wings. I'm wearing his picture of us
pretty
together. I cried this morning right before work. I cried at the end of getting off of work, but I still made this show work and set it up, because he would want me to push on and not sit and mope. Normally I ball up in my own little corner in the cocoon, but I was like, nope, don't do it tonight. You got to keep pushing it and doing it, you ladies. So I'm doing this for my brother, in honor of him tonight. Even though we're talking about toxic relationships, but it's kind of related, if you will, because it can be family as well. People can turn their backs on you and etc. So, before we get started, we're gonna get some motivation. Just a little bit. Good Lord, y'all piling in. Okay, well, hello. Hey, Jamarius. Hey, ATL.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like
button and like, share,
subscribe. Do it.
Yes, subscribe. Let us know what you're sipping on.
If you're right here over on Champaign Confessions, you got to go on over to My Mental Space, Facebook, YouTube. You see the little tag at the bottom, Beutifully Fit, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere. So wherever you choose to sit and park and sip with us, we appreciate you.
Right.
Yes. But let's go ahead and get into a little bit. We got D. Coleman in the house. Mad Mike, that's my Maggie. She's so sensitive. You know what? I I am.
It's okay. I cry off some comedy
I'm
movies.
sensitive too. I'm sensitive too.
People know, if people know me,
look, we sensitive, but we know how to turn the sensitivity off in.
Please believe it. Don't let it fool you. Do not.
If I shed a tear tonight because I'm feeling it already, just know that I'm, it's all love. I miss my brother. I really do.
And it's okay to have your moments.
Let's go ahead and get to a little bit of motivational boost, everybody.
Yes.
Got a nice little picture to, talk about some things, because one thing we want is everyone to grab a message, and I didn't even load it, y'all. So I'll just read it. Can't get it together today, but let's read it.
No, you can. You can get it.
I can. Yes, I can. I will, and I will conquer. So,
yes.
The message is: your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. How you leave others feeling after having experience with you is your trademark. And what I like about that is, one thing I'm all about, first impressions is everything. How you present yourself, how you treat others. Like, you should be able to walk into a room and everybody's just like, wow.
Drawn to your energy. Yeah.
Yes.
I can just feel the positivity coming from her. She's glowing. She's floating. She's happy. It's inviting.
Yes.
You want people.
What's
really going on? I just can't help the fact that something is intriguing about her, and I really want to know what. And it doesn't have to be anything physical.
Right.
The energy, I'm telling you.
What you got on that, Miss Kai? I know you got it. It sounds like you're doing all right with that voice.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I was a little upset that I haven't been able to post my little videos this week. I started just get on and make little faces and smile. But but yeah, Maggie, Kiki, I think that it's all about your magnet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And being that light for other people, and it makes you feel good too. You know what I mean? Putting a smile on people's faces, and for someone to say thank you, for just asking how my day went, and you know what I mean? Like, they want to be drawn to you. You got to be careful with that, because light attracts darkness too. But we want the darkness. You know what I'm saying? You want the darkness. You just have to, be mindful and set, healthy boundaries around that, because energy, we take and pull off each other's energy. We feel that as humans. So I think that's very important. That the quote, those words, that we take that in tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let's take that in tonight so we can move forward on that and help the next person and help the next person and help the next person. That's what we're put here for. And we have to remember that. We're here to help each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So those words go deep and go far,
Yep. Miss Kiki, do you love me? What you think about that quote?
Pretty much what y'all said. You have to be positive. Positivity, people are attracted to positive people. But then again, like I said, misery loves company. But when you're positive, people pick up on that. People are drawn to your energy, and so much can come out of that. So you gotta be positive.
I agree.
But you want to be treated. And that actually ties into what we're talking about tonight.
That's what I'm saying, because we talking about all this positive energy. We about to get negative, because that dark light that you were just talking about, Kai.
It's dark. It needs some light. A lot of
It's about to get real. But Jamarius, you know,
Right.
and the next person after that, and then and what's the name? I want to acknowledge, you know, you lost your father 3 years ago, you know, so yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so this is a tough month for you as well. So yeah.
My condolences. Our condolences.
He passed. My brother passed 4 days after my birthday, June 8th. I'm born June 4th. So 2 years ago. So it's his birthday, which is today, and my birthdays just won't ever be the same, you know. So, but now I have to take it. I was grieving for 2 years, but now I have to rejoice and live in his, you know, in those memories and those moments that I did have, and I share it with them. So, you know, I get it, and it's tough. I did tear up, like I was telling ladies earlier. I teared up right before work, and I was tearing up at the end of the, you know, getting off of work. But I knew I had to suck it up and come together because we want to bring these messages out to everybody because everybody's dealing with something.
Yeah.
Pain.
And you know, my grandmother that passed away in 2019, March of 2019, her birthday was yesterday. You know, and her and my mother-in-law share that same birthday. And I, you know, that was my person. You know what I'm saying? Like my person who, you know, we were a lot alike. You know what I mean? Yeah. That snappy kind of, you know. But you know, I didn't cry for the first time. For the first time, I did not cry. But I told her happy birthday. And I love you and I got you. I got you. You my girl. So, you know, I just know they waiting on the other end for us, honey. They in paradise waiting like, girl, please. I'm crying for you. You down there with that stuff.
Right. The rest of these crazy people.
Right.
Yeah, so
we're going to get through it together, y'all.
Take me a while to get there to not shed it. I'm over here like borderline right now. Might know I'm damn sensitive.
We got you, girl. We got you.
Right into the good stuff because, you know, we got to talk about some hot topics in case people don't really know. Champaign, which is episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Knowing the signs of a toxic relationship. Chrisean Rock. What? You know, all your shock factors and everything else. This is our hot topic, everybody. We want to get into a couple of videos to kind of give y'all an idea what's going on. Because
it's a lot.
Ain't been following the situation. It's a lot. It's a lot. And y'all can tell me what y'all think in the chat because it's about to go down. We're gonna hope Miss Kai can, you know, talk through it because we want to hear her opinion, but we're gonna work through it. We're gonna push through it as much as we can. But we're gonna start off with the original, you know, the video that started the whole mess of since the last couple of weeks. This one right here.
They just took my blood pressure and stuff like that. And the only reason I feel like I'm so overwhelmed right now is because I'm deciding to keep it, obviously. And we're gonna have the big baby shower. So yeah, pray for me. What's that? And then, yeah, we're gonna do this ultrasound. Hopefully, it's 3 heartbeats. Please, I want 3 kids. All right, 2. I want either twins or triplets. Fun fact, because that's how many I killed.
So, and there's another one after that, but just leading off into it, you know, this is the right here. Of course, if anybody don't know, these two been kind of going strong for us, and I just think they said since 2020. They were doing
about 2
years. I mean, 3 years. It's 3 years now. Hey, look, don't let me do the math, but it was originally 2020 on a, you know, contending for his love on this reality show about the Blueface girls or whatever they call it. I don't really follow it, y'all. So,
and I definitely don't know.
you know, but apparently he took some liking to her, and I guess she won, and he signed her to, you know, she signed to a record deal, and, you know, was starting to create music together. And of course the relationship just developed into our faces. And but now you see that, and you see what's going on with her. But I want you to see this last video, then we really gonna get into this topic just a little bit more. But this one right here is just like, yeah.
I gotta take you.
They come here, bro. What are you like? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What are you doing that?
It's just,
It's draining me just watching.
yeah. I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for her especially, but I feel bad for the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because in some portions of it, even though everybody, you know, puts him out to be a bad person, but he put a quote out there, was saying it's not the alcohol that's wrong with her. It's she needs some help. But at the same time, he's not making it any better either. So we point the fingers at other people. Well, it's something wrong with you, but she's dealing with you also.
Right.
Yet you're kissing on your baby mamas and disrespecting this lady. You can't call yourself like what Kai did. She sent us the videos, because I don't listen to none of that stuff. She sent us a video they had made originally where she's like, I'm swimming. And he mentioned something in his lyrics that he was like, I found her, you know, she was pretty much lost when I found her. So to me, you're telling me you found her in her vulnerable state.
Yeah.
She was going through some things. She came on this show. You saw an opportunity because she was a beautiful woman. You know, she's an athlete. You know, she has a lot going for herself, but she also had a troubled back.
Yeah.
She did.
Right.
Oh, is there something wrong with both of them? They both need help.
Right.
Miss Kai.
They both, like I mentioned to you all earlier, Chrisean, she saw nothing but her mom be abused. Okay? Growing up, mistreated, used, and abused. 12 kids. She is the 11th one. Okay? And she always, if you listen to her, she always talks about having to take care of her family, having to do this and do, that's a lot. Okay?
It's a drain.
And then you have Blueface, Jonathan, who has had a similar background, you know, growing up and everything. And even his mom, which that's a whole nother, you know, whatever. Because she even mentioned she dropped the ball on him. That was her first child. I know she has 2 younger kids or whatever. But you have 2 people that's in this vulnerable state. They're searching for something, you know. They don't know what a healthy relationship looks like, first of all. Okay. So obviously she hasn't worked on herself and healed before coming into a union with someone, and neither has he. Okay. So when you have 2 people coming together like that, unhealed people, and you know, and some, you get triggered by something this one said, something this one did, or whatever. It's just like, you know, and she's more of the aggressor, you know. But that's
I'm about to come back out because my internet's in and out. I'll be right back.
okay. That's never, you know, that's why I tell people, you know, spend time with yourself. You know, heal, you know what I'm saying? Understand what you want, what you need, what you're looking for, right? Who you are, which is very important. And then, you know, share that. That's what any relationship, that's it can be friendships, you know, lovers, family, whatever.
Right.
You know, you have to know how to articulate what you want, what you're looking for. Get to know yourself. Bottom line, get to know yourself.
Right. And that's why so many people feel like being single is bad. And that's what society makes women think. But being single is great. Being single, you get to learn yourself. Not saying that you'll get a relationship and it'll be perfect, but you will know you, and you will know what you, not exactly what you're, what you're looking for and what you know to expect and what not to expect. You'll know your worth. And these two, like you said, Kai, they're not healed. And as you can see, it blankly, you can see that.
And what you just said,
not healed, they hurt people, and they're hurting each other.
Right. And you just said something, Kiki, about knowing your worth. She apparently does not know her worth. Neither does he. They don't know it. And once you realize that, oh, honey, you are like, you scanning everything that's coming through. That's coming your way.
Yeah, y'all can hear me a little bit better. I'm on my phone because I can't do this.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
I know you had to go out and come back in. You got anything else?
Well, no, I had to come in through my phone because my computer, I was on my PC, so I'm just going to deal with the internet on here. But like y'all said, it's just both of them had traumatic backgrounds, and it's kind of like my own relationships that I was with, like, the father of my oldest, children. We started off when we was, high school sweethearts, of course, fresh out of high school, didn't know nothing, didn't know better. I had some traumatic events back in my freshman year that, altered who I am today, people taking advantage of you. And, I got, something serious happened. And that made me lose trust in men. I was sexually molested. And I started clinging to people that I was looking for a father figure, because I also didn't have a close relationship with, the person that raised me, because I learned later on in my life that the person that raised me wasn't actually the biological father of mine. I learned that later on in life. So, and that's why it hits home with me now with my brother, because he knew that all his life, the one that passed away. So you don't know what people are going through in their lives. And it affected the way I went into my own relationship with, their father. We were young, we were dumb, we didn't know anything. And also he was, kind of in a life of, trauma and things like that, seeing some things and, undisclosed. But we were both hurt people trying to date each other. And it triggered down to, okay, now this behavior is transformed into how I treat my mate. So it took me about 3 years or so after we broke up, because of course, back and forth, to the point I was embarrassed by an action of that person, that I was like, I had enough. I was already broken down, but I had enough. But I had to bring the strength up out of me, pull myself out of it. And see, Chrisean, she's taking it to that bottle. And I admit, I was drinking a lot too. I was drinking to a point where I was passing out and blacking out. I do have a past. But see, I'm not ashamed to talk about it, because you don't know what other people have been going through. You don't know if they're living that life right about now. So it takes somebody strong enough to say, you know what? I own up for my ways. But it took me to go to therapy and find myself to understand that, okay, we can point fingers at everybody else, but sometimes you got to turn that finger back at us. So I want to get into our topics. Let's get into these comments first. Every time I see this type of erratic behavior, I get sad. Hope she gets help. He also said sometimes when you have that many children, kids often don't get the necessary attention. As well as Jamaria said, if the people you're dealing with doesn't know your worth, then you're not worth your time. And when I'm mad, he got some things that he's going to get ready to come in. So I know, ATL Leo, you ready to talk. But let's bring up some, our next subject, because, hey, look, finally the picture pops up, yeah.
There it is.
There it is again, y'all. Y'all just want to see it for yourself.
It was my internet, so my bad. My bad.
Okay.
You know, just to put it back up there in case you just now tuning in. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. How you leave others feeling after an experience with your becomes a trademark. But let's get into a little bit. Let's take this picture off. A little bit of what we, how this all plays into our main topic tonight. We want to talk about toxic people. Let's talk about it. Because we're not just talking about, intimate relationships. We're talking about family. We're talking about friends. We're talking about co-workers. It can be
yourself.
And
yourself. Yep.
Yeah.
And yourself. So I got some pictures that we want to put up. I'm gonna take this off, but if y'all in the chat and y'all loving this, please, while we bringing this up, share it. But the first thing is we need to know what in the world is, what is the meaning of it? What does it mean to be toxic? Because like you said, it could be ourselves. We may not even know we are toxic. We may not even know that we are the problem, like I said. So sometimes you got to own up to your, be accountability. I made a video about it. Like, be accountable for your own actions. Sometimes you got to take responsibility of how you treat people.
There we go. That's the definition.
There you go. So what's the meaning of being toxic? A toxic person is anyone whose behavior adds negativity and upset to your life. Many times people who are toxic are dealing with their own stresses and traumas. To do this, they act in ways that don't present them in the best light and usually upset others along the way. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Let's give it to Miss Kiki. What do you feel about that? The definition of toxic.
Bring it up one more time.
Sure.
That's true. Because people that are toxic most likely have a lot going on with their life. They're not healed. They're seeking. I don't want to necessarily say seeking attention, but maybe so. Maybe they're seeking attention to get the help or looking for the right person to help them. But I have came a long way. Let me tell you, because I don't like negativity, but I used to deal with it a lot. I guess we'll talk about that more so in relationships, because I've been through a lot of relationship type stuff too, abusive and all that. But I brought it up to say because now I know they were going through something, so it's something that they haven't dealt with, and they was taking it out on me. But when you in it, you don't see it, but other people see it. But that goes back to people that are not here hurt people. So that's my 2 cents.
Oh yeah. And Miss Kai.
Yeah.
Well,
I can relate to that because just a few years ago, I was, that toxic person because I was hurt. Again, talking about knowing how to articulate or communicate. Right. It was like misery loves company. I'm feeling upset and depressed about my life or whatever the case may be. So I'm just gonna act out. I used to do a lot. Like, it was to the point where when we talk about the bullying last week, that goes back to what I was saying. I was bullying people because it was like it's either my way or the highway. And it's crazy because they fell into that, which made me feel like I had that power.
That control.
You know what I'm saying? Which I was using my power all wrong, because the power I have now, I just love it. Helping people, inspiring people. That's the type of power that, we need to give or be happy about, not being able to boss people around and they do what you say. And it's like, you know, that attitude, like that was me. And I didn't care who it was, friends, family, whatever. It did not matter. It did not matter. You know, so I was attracting those same type of people. And guess what? As I'm attracting those people, I have the nerve to then say, who you know, don't be putting your stuff up on me or acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like it was okay for me to do that like that, but it wasn't okay for anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, it was very, very unhealthy. But again, until I got sat down, you know, apparently took advantage of the COVID when we were all shut in and started healing and going through, you know, that what we call shadow work and all that stuff, you know, good things like that. But until I realized, I started having flashbacks. Like, I was a horrible person. Like, oh my God, like I was horrible.
You took accountability for that.
Right.
You owned up to it. You recognized it, and you changed it.
Right. And then when I started working on myself, going through, you know, therapy, seeing my psychiatrist, doctors, whatever, it was like it started to open me up. Mind you, it was hard to go through and painful because I had to face myself. So that was painful. But then when I started to heal and start to see, just even look outside and get happy about seeing the trees blow. You know what I mean? It was like, oh my God. Right. I'm enjoying life. You know what I mean? I now see past the darkness. Now I'm happy. And then when I started doing that, everything changed and almost people were scared. Seriously, like, and it's like, it's been a year. You're still happy? Wait, it's been 2 years. You're still happy? Oh my God, you didn't react like that? Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I was toxic. That's why it starts within yourself.
Yeah.
It starts within you. Don't you know, I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put it. It starts with yourself. So
I want to get into these comments. There's some good stuff coming in the chat, people. I love it. D. Coleman said, do you think just have to go through these toxic situations? If you're a willing participant, there is nothing anybody can say about your situation. Do y'all think you just have to go through these toxic situations?
Yes, kind of yes and no. Because that goes because you sometimes you have to go through them. And I speak for myself because I had to go through, because I've been in 1-2 abusive relationships. So sometimes you have to go through it to understand, sis, this ain't it. This is not love. I don't know what the hell this is over here. This ain't it. This is not how I am supposed to be treated. No matter what happened, you know, as far as like generations before, because some of us, it's generational. And we feel like because it's generational, you feel like it has to keep going in a toxic way, but it doesn't. So I had to look within myself and be like,
you gotta change the narrative.
This ain't it. This ain't it. So sometimes, you need to go through it to realize, okay, maybe I need to sit down and reevaluate myself and hold myself accountable. Maybe I need to change who I'm dating or whatever I need to do to get through. So,
and Meredith said self-awareness. I like that. Kind of goes into, you know, what you're saying right there, Miss Kiki. Self-awareness is the key to knowing what you need to improve on. How many people can truly know their they're self-aware? Right. Some people are afraid to even face a reality.
Right.
They're so busy trying to hide behind something, and they know it's deep down something is wrong, or they're not convinced. Who in the world can tell me, you know, something is wrong with me? It's something wrong with y'all. I'm not the problem. When somebody is not really don't know who their self-worth is, and you have to first find yourself within. Like I said, it's a quote I always go by with what Will Smith said. You know, he get a lot of controversy, but he said something so true one time that I just thought, you know, and people, they don't understand the quote, but it's basically you have to make yourself happy. There's nobody else can make you happy but yourself. You know, you can be in love with somebody, but you can't, you know, if you don't love yourself, how in the hell do you think somebody's supposed to love you?
Right, baby.
They can only add to that. That happiness. They can only add to it. That's it.
So when you're happy within, it self-reflects outward. Now that person is getting that happiness.
They feel that energy.
That energy. That once again. So I see these lovely comments, but we're gonna break into the next portion because we gotta kind of get deep into this conversation now. So you know, now we know the definition of relationships. You know, so now we kind of break down the different aspects of, you know, just how do you know if a person is in a toxic relationship? Now, relationship can be anything, people. It can be your family. It can be your friends. Like I said, any type of somethingship you have with somebody, sistership, all of that. That plays into it. Sometimes it can be your own mama.
Yeah.
It can be your own mother that sit there and want to live through you and jealous of everything that you ever had going on. And, oh, you ain't going to announce and be nothing. You ain't going to never be good enough because you're not like your brother. Or, you know, because he over there with Mercedes Benzes. You over here with your, you know, Ford Taurus. And you know, in your apartment on Old National or something. But it's yours, though. You know, it's you earned it.
You're never good enough.
You're never.
That's what it seems like. You're never good enough. Just based on what you're saying. Yeah.
You know, so got some pictures to put up here because we want to break it down just a little bit. You know, let me take this off. Hope y'all can see it just a little bit. So seriously, ladies, what is a toxic person? You know, so you feel like you're being manipulated into something you don't want to do. And that's anything and everybody, financially, romantically, sexually.
Right.
Anything. You're constantly confused by the person's behavior.
Yeah.
You feel like you deserve an apology that never comes. Like I said, that sibling, that family member, you just want that, you know, that verification, that validation. There you go. You know, that mom, accept me for me. I don't care. You always have to defend yourself to the person, and you never feel fully comfortable around them. So like you're tiptoeing on eggshells because, you know,
you don't know how they're going to react. Or
you don't know how they're going to react.
You say something.
Control your life. They try to control your life. They never support you. And this is in all relationships. You know, lovers, friends, family. Like, you gotta watch out for that. You know, it's all about them. It's all about them. When they talk, it's all about them. Excuse me, my voice kind of goes in and out, but it's never about you. It's never, how's your day? What do you need? How are you feeling? Are you okay? You know, you have to look out for that kind of stuff. And it's not always, you know, them putting their hands on you and all that kind of stuff. No. Mentally, just pay attention. You'll know. Start, because I'm telling, after this show, a lot of y'all gonna starting tonight, probably gonna be
having to sit down and talk to yourself.
You know,
call me crazy.
Right. Like, hold on. Wait, you right. You know, you gonna man up for real. If you haven't already, you're gonna man up after this, because you have to you have to protect yourself.
Put yourself
first. You have to protect yourself. yourself. You have to make sure you're good. Again,
Mm-hmm.
you interacting with other humans on this earth. You got to make sure you're good. It all goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention to that, you know.
Yeah. Pay attention to how you feel in certain situations, no matter who it is. And most people think, okay, because it's family, it's supposed to mean something. No, babe, I'm just born into this. That's it. We're not technically what you want to call family, because if you're toxic, then you're not my family.
And not supporting. We're just related.
We just related. Thank you. Hello. So you have to be mindful of situations. Like step out. If you can't step outside of that situation, like, is this how I should feel? Like, I don't want to feel like this. If you're always mad when you with that person, or you feel sad when you with that person, you just feel ill will.
Oh, that energy draining. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is not where I need to be. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to let them know that. And if they have a problem with that, then that lets you know that's not the person you need to be around, because they ought to respect the fact that, okay, this person has a problem. No matter how they may feel, you know, like, yeah, I want to, you know, fly off at the mouth. But at the end of the day, if they're really there for you, they're going to respect you and say, you know what? I respect your opinion. I understand what you're saying. Maybe, you know, it is me. And they might feel like, you know, it is them. They need to take some time and figure out what the hell going on with them in order to respect you. But however, whatever, baby, them people need to be around.
And you don't have to get rude and nasty and ugly. But I always tell people, don't never allow people to change who you are. Regardless. They can be whatever. They can be cussing and hollering, cussing you out and doing all that. You don't have to act. You can just simply look, smile, and just whatever. You don't, because again, you're trying to protect you and your blessings and your, you know what I mean?
Your peace.
Right. Because if you say you walk, you know, with whatever positive affirmations, God, whatever that you believe in, you know, if you say you're rocking with that, then rock with that. Roll with that. Don't let people change who you are.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I wanted to say this because I lost some friends in the past 3 years. You know, because I used to give, help. Be there. I'm that shoulder they cry on, you know. Child. But child, where were they when I needed them?
Hello,
I had somebody recently, well, last year, tell me personally, I don't have enough time to hear your troubles. Yet I was there when you was, you know, down.
Wow. Well,
you know, so we give so much of ourselves and energy to the point I started becoming selfish. And it was like, you know what? Yeah. I value me a lot more than I value you. I'm sorry, because you're not giving me what I'm giving unto you. So I want to get into some of these comments.
And that's not selfish. Let people know that ain't selfish. You just became self-aware of the bullshit you're going to tolerate.
That's absolutely. Because I see what Andrew G. I like the confessions. This is Champaign Confessions, people. Share this out while you're watching and let everybody know that we're here talking about some deep things, because this is a safe place.
Yes.
No judgment. So if you want to admit to some things, of course, keep it, you know, private, and, you know, don't have to go too much into detail. But Andrew G said, when I'm mad, I'm really toxic and my negative energy affects everyone around me. So I do everything in my power to not get mad at all. That's that awareness. You know, you have an anger issue. You know, words come out of your mouth that you don't mean, but you're angry. You got to express yourself some type of way, and you may not know how to control it. But now, you know, you might have got some assistance with it, and you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to breathe it out. I'm going to meditate, because let's wait a minute, because you realize when you get into a relationship and you start to arguing, you know, not everybody, both parties are not listening to each other. We're just
done that.
And then we're not getting anything accomplished when we're angry and yelling. Then you're small and you're fat and you're ugly. You ain't no good. Then you come back crying. It's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I was
and you still ain't addressed the problem. Why are we arguing? Now we done got to, because you're hollering and you're screaming, and I don't like the way you rolling your eyes at me.
Yep.
The problem has just been swept under the rug, forgotten about, you know.
Right.
And guess what it leads to? What it leads to? You angry, you're mad, then guess what? You're having sex. You pass out, but you didn't resolve a thing. And you're back at it again the next day. You wake up, oh, I can't stand that son of a gun. Fighting, mad, you wake up angry, you go to work angry, you're driving angry, you're cooking your food angry. Guess what? The kids seeing it too. So that passes on down to them. And then, of course, they mad at their siblings. Well, I don't like you. You ugly, and I hate you because we seeing mom and daddy do it. Yeah. Guess what? Now you're taking that into your relationship. That's all you saw. The abuse, the hitting, the fighting, the, you know, all of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
Man, this is deep, man. This is deep.
You know, and that's something I was in a very, very bad abuse. Same thing, high school sweetheart and all that.
Yeah.
Abuse, went to jail behind it. But you know why I went to jail? Because I got tired one day. I wasn't the one that just sit back. Oh, I was fighting.
You reacted.
Put your hands on me. And I got them good one day. I'm talking about pulled the car over.
I tried to run one of mine over.
The police said, oh my. I didn't have not one scratch on me, but he was busted up. He was busted up. And I just sat there. I mean, I was like maybe 18. I just, you know, we had our daughter, whatever. And I just was like, yeah. And I will do it again. I will do it again. And, you know, finally went into Kiki, Brian, middle school sweetheart, came back into my life one day, popped up. But guess what? I was not healed from things I was going through. Other relationships. Right there. You still wasn't healed. Even things I needed from my parents, I couldn't articulate. You know what I mean? Came into a relationship. I knew he loved me, and I knew that was just, you know, when your soul and heart just attracts one another. And he was always the best boyfriend. I say he was the best boyfriend, even at 14 years old. He was like the best boyfriend. But I started acting out, being a drama queen. I'm talking about calling my parents, hollering, I can't stand this song. I mean, hitting them, going upside his head. My husband now, yeah, the one I married today, going upside his head. I mean, we would just until, like I said, you know, and the kids saw some her arguing and things like that. And so finally, again, healing myself. I had to heal myself and become, you know, whatever. And we had to have a conversation with our kids, you know, just real talk. Because you heard whatever, you know, even though they saw loving action and whatever, but they still saw that. And we needed to talk to them about our actions and say, mommy was wrong or daddy was wrong. But, honey, just like y'all, how y'all go up and down the steps, throw them temper tantrums when y'all get mad and want to huff and puff, adults feel the same way when we're agitated and we're going through things and we're stressed and we're just, you know, I just had to explain the best way I could. We're agitated, but that is not the way to, you know, handle it. But this is why, y'all. Let's talk about it.
Speaking of let's talk about it, and this is something kind of personal to me. And it's kind of, I'm in therapy now, working on my communication with my husband. Like you said, of course, high school sweetheart, that didn't work out. So it took me about 3 years to get to know my husband. We've been together about 11, 12 years now. So my communication was terrible. You know, I didn't know, all I knew how to just react and, you know, but I didn't break down and just sit down and talk about it. I'm just like, you. So she directed me to say, stop saying you. It's more I feel. You hurt me when you said that. But what Bill Coleman said, one thing about my husband, his language barrier is he walks away. When I'm trying to express myself, like he just said, when I'm upset, I withdraw. I don't argue, yell, none of that. You just won't hear from me. You won't know what my issue is. You won't get a chance to make it right with me. You're erased from my head. That's also still not as great, though, because it might be a solution for you, but it's not resolving that she's angry about something, so she's trying to express herself the best way she can. That's me. In my emotional state, in my trauma, I brought baggage to my own relationship. I realized I still am hurting inside as that little girl that got molested, so I'm trying to find that father figure, that male presence, that love from somebody. So I'm mentally hurt. So I'm trying to find my best way to express it. So, but you walking away, it used to irritate me to the point I felt abandoned. I felt like you don't care about how I feel. I said that a lot. I feel alone. So when you walk away, you're turning your back on somebody's problem. Yes, walk away if you feel like your anger is too much, but come back to it.
But also, Maggie, that what he said, what D. Coleman is saying, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to point this out while you're speaking of it. He said when he's upset, he withdraws. Did she go out?
No, I'm going in and out. My internet in and out today, y'all.
Upset. Listen, when he is upset, he withdraws. That's not good. It's not good for other person, but it's not good for him either, because he's still, even though he walk away and calm it down, you should still be able to articulate that and not keep that in, because that's not good for you. But he said right here, highlight, he said he's working on it. He's working on
highlight it. Because I don't see it. Where's it at?
Oh, the last comment. You see it?
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Oh, you can highlight it. You can just press on it.
Hold on.
You can just click on it.
It's not letting me do it.
It should. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, but that's the thing. It's good that you admit that, but the fact that you came back to it and you're working on it, though.
Yeah.
I admit it's hard to communicate with my husband, but I decided, you know what? If I'm going to save my marriage, I need to work on my communication barriers as well. He has his own way of how he do it. He'll walk away and ignore me, and I'm over there, But at the same time, I am a little belligerent, and I am a little angry and antsy. So maybe I'm triggering his emotions as well. So let me calm down. Maybe him walking away is okay, but you got to come back to it at a calmer state and say, okay, babe. All right.
Maggie, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, because I feel like, our stories and everything, I feel 100%, even the dynamics between your husband and me and my husband. So did you feel like him not responding to you and doing all that and just kind of walking away from that drama until y'all were able to come back and sit down like adults and talk? Did you feel that? Were you just not used to that? Were you used to a male retaliating to you?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why you kind of went, when he showed you something different, it triggered. Because that's what happened to me. That's why. And I felt that you don't care and you da-da-da-da. That's not the case. It's like, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to do, you know what I'm saying? That's not how this is supposed to work. You trying to jump on me and chase after me. I remember one time I stood in front of him and he's not going to put his hands on me. Do you know this thing picked me up and put me in the trash can? Girl, he put me in the trash can.
A similar situation, not putting me in the trash can, but I had like a lot of anxiety one day because I was trying to take on too much stuff. and I was pacing around the room. My bad, y'all. I
You're
was crazy. I was just like, and he was like, he took me, and you know how little I am. He grabbed me. He was like, "Come here," and he was like, "You calm down. What's wrong?" And I finally calmed down. He was like, "Now I'm finally seeing what's going on, because you just got a lot of anxiety and a lot of things." Because this is when I was like, I felt like this is one through my manic episodes where I felt like I even called the helpline and said I'm a danger to myself. He was because I didn't feel like he understood my mental illness. So he finally grabbed me, held me down. It was like, it wasn't like a push me down or anything, but it was like, stop, slow down.
Yeah, calm down.
You know, and it took all of that to see that. But now we have a better understanding, though, because when you're with somebody, you're vulnerable. You're in your most vulnerable state, especially knowing somebody for so long.
Yes. They get to see all parts of you.
Right. Because I was told, listen, when you're done, because I will come back and talk with you. But right now, we can't talk. I got to walk away. And then I was doing it so much that he was tired. He was growing tired. He's not perfect. It was some things I needed for him to change, but it was playing on his anxiety. It created anxiety for him because it's like, I love her and I don't want to leave her, but I don't know what to do.
Absolutely.
I'm tired.
So recognizing that you might be that toxic person, it goes right into that.
Yep, it all tying together.
All coming together. So I got a little picture. I think I got it together. Yeah, we're gonna see. This is the last little picture, but just oh, hold on. This is how you leave a relationship. So we're gonna just keep talking. But so now, like I said, I finally admitted, like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not as easy to get along with. But that comes from not recognizing or pointing out that, okay, maybe something is wrong with me. I started talking to myself. I was like, you know what? Is it something going on with me? When I realized I wasn't healed from my family trauma of finding out about my biological father, previous relationship, getting cheated on and everything else, molested. I never properly healed. I didn't go to an actual specialist about it. I just tried to deal with it. That's why alcohol became my best friend, and marijuana and things like that. I found other avenues, sex, things like that. I found every other avenue to conquer what I thought was, this is my way of dealing with it.
Mine was drinking, but I wasn't drunk. I would just drink. I mean, having to be at work 7:30 in the morning, honey, I'd be on the road with something to drink. Like, I'm just being honest. Like,
you're being honest. That's what Champaign Confessions about. We're gonna be honest here.
Yeah, mine was going from relationship to relationship, not healing from the previous. So that was me, I can say, being toxic, because I didn't realize that all this time I was thinking that, okay, it got to be them. But then when you realize, take a step back and say, okay, why in the hell am I keep attracting these same type of people? Then it must be me. So then you got to take accountability and say, okay, and in that state, then it must be me. Why do I keep attracting them people?
Yep. It's your magnet. It's your magnet. It's what those are the vibes. Didn't I post something about your vibe is your tribe? Yeah.
No, y'all really been, ladies, y'all, like, seriously. I've known Kai for a couple of years now. She started from watching the Mad Mike Sports show. Right. And of course, it led into the Atlanta Falcons Nation show. But me and her met, and it was just a beautiful soul that I met. And her energy drew me in. And I just met Miss Kiki. You know what I'm saying? But good people know good people.
See, you met another great person. I'm able to have your tribe starts to build, and God
all because knows healed.
Right. right, like-minded people trying to go have the same views in life, because I'm a strong believer that we are not meant to soar alone.
Come on,
absolutely. Now. We better. What I always say: we're better together than we are apart.
Right, in numbers. You know what I call us? I call us the Justice League, because we gonna keep it real, keep it honest, help each other grow, build. You know, like you said, yes, Kiki and I are childhood friends, but now you're in the mix. Like it doesn't matter how long. It's what the energy that we're able to pull from each other, give to each other, take. We gotta take and give. I take, I give. I take, I give. Kiki takes, she give. You take, you give.
And that's how a real relationship is supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be one-sided.
And this relationship that we have, ladies, it's pulled me through. I was in a dark place just earlier last year. Now
it was last year during the summer.
Last year,
yeah, spring, summer,
man. I wasn't getting out the bed, ladies. I didn't even think I wanted to do this anymore. But it's the communication I had with real people that actually was like, I haven't heard from you. Are you okay?
That's why I sent you that message.
You know,
I felt something was wrong.
Yeah. And I see Jamaria said, I'm not scared to admit it. I was a doormat. I always allowed toxic people into my presence that almost led me to self-destruction.
And that will do it.
Wow. That really says a lot.
Absolutely. Because you do destroy yourself, because you start believing that stuff, and you start like, I guess I am not good enough. I'm not well enough. I can never.
I want you to be proud of yourself too, because
he's probably a nice kind. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiki, you were talking. I'm sorry.
Oh, girl, you good? I was just saying, he ought to be proud of himself though, because he recognized that he was in prison.
Oh yeah,
he was about to self-destruct. So that's good that you were able to see that self-awareness.
And the same thing with Andrew. He said he used to get mad, and now he felt like he was looking like an idiot. It made him feel terrible, and you said mood swings, you go from happy to angry with something as simple as a text. And you don't know how. Some people that have real anger issues, and look, Mike I can get upset, so I'm cutting him off and blocking and don't want to talk to him, but I don't get that now. We got a love-hate relationship. But you know what? He keeps it real, because once he saw that I was going through some things, he said, Maggie, something is damn wrong with you. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, because when you and I talked on the phone, remember before we even met each other in person, we were having conversations on the phone like we've been knowing each other since childhood. And I remember sorry, Mike, but I remember us talking about it, because you all were going through it at that time, and you were like, that's my brother, I love him, but I just can't right now. I just can't. And I'm like, well, I was scared to put my input, because I'm I love Mike, even though I haven't met him in person, and this was before he knew me like now. I'm like, I love him, and I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm sick of him too, because I didn't feel that way. But I had to support her in her feelings and understand. I was just like, you know what? Give it some time. Y'all have been friends for so long. Sometimes friends go through that, and he's a male.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, he's just trying to look out for your best interest, and you just ain't feeling that right now, because right now you on the rampage. You throwing everybody under the bus. You was pissed at everybody, man.
I was mad at everybody. I was
mad. She was mad.
I looked at an old video that I was doing, and my eyes were glossed. I was on fumes, and I was sitting there trying to run a show, but nobody knew. All they saw was happy-go-lucky Maggie. But I saw my eyes just like, I looked at that, I was like, I was out of it. I really was.
Because you know yourself. You know yourself.
I was looking at that. I was like, I saw that the other day because some, history. But I like this comment. People try to belittle you or demonetize your beliefs and behaviors. They'll try to manipulate you by removing themselves because you're not doing what they want. And Matt said, pay attention to people's words. If their words are destructive and not feeding, that's a good one. Feeding your purpose, then they are toxic. Words are weapons. That's deep.
Right.
Yep.
Right. People always want to say action, but hell, even if they don't say nothing, that's a word right there. That's when you know how they feel.
Yep.
Man, I'm loving these comments. It said, I grew up in a toxic family and be bullied one growing up, which is how so it's a trauma that started when you was a child. Anger became a dangerous weapon, and being a guy, I always told. Now that's what I want to get into, y'all. Then we're gonna get into how to leave a toxic situation. But
there needs to be a whole show right there. Men and how to deal with them. I'm serious. We
men are always told tough it up. It looks weak.
Be a man.
Be a man. Deal with it. But men also go through things silently because it makes you look weak and girly to have actual feelings.
That's sad. Society just in that, I don't know. Society and growing up and generational. Yeah, that need to be a show. We need a guest because that need to be from a male perspective. Because we're not men, so we don't know. But
we do need the male perspective. We can do that.
Y'all better let that out.
Let's see, men and going through their own mental health.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. And if y'all want to be a part of that, follow us. We'll tell y'all how to follow us, message us, let us know, if you want to be a part of the episode. But you talking some real stuff, the ATL Leo, and I appreciate everything that you're saying here. And I hope y'all getting some out of it. It says, I've been called nonchalant so much in my life. It's usually that I don't care. That's just not my personality. It seems like people want an expressive reaction to issues. And D. Coleman, it does sound like that there's some things that you have to also deal with too, as well. Because maybe you don't know how to express yourself. So you have subject yourself to not even dealing with it and not expressing it, and maybe don't know how to, because I too, sometimes I could come off as mean. Sometimes I do, because I feel like I can be too honest for people sometimes. It's like I don't sugarcoat how I feel and how you make me feel. I'm gonna tell them like it is. I don't like that. I don't like what you're doing, and or whatever. I'm gonna be upfront with you, then you find out about it later. And sometimes it can come off as blunt. So that's why I'm working on my communication, because sometimes it can be a little too much for people. Now we hurt their feelings because it's like, well, it's the truth.
I've been told you too aggressive.
We've all see, hence why we're in
you how I feel. And it's not like argumentative. I'm not arguing with you about it. I'm just this is how I feel.
Yeah, like I told you this past Saturday when you was aggravating me, and I said, see, that's why I don't like talking to you sometimes.
Right.
I straight said it. You're my friend, but right now
I'm okay with that. That's a healthy friendship, whether y'all believe it or not. That's it.
Right. I told her that. This is why I don't like talking to you sometimes. For real.
But that's but you want that friend. You don't want that yes man.
Please don't.
Don't be that yes man. Call me out. Shoot. Maggie, you being a bitch today. Am I?
You know what? And that reminds me, I was told it started with my husband, and then I confirmed with some other people. I was told, because he always kind of helped me to try to get me to look at myself. And when he mentioned, he said, you be talking about people real bad right in front of their face while you're actually having a conversation with them. And I said, no, I don't. He said, yeah, you do it all the time. At the kids' baseball game, softball game, it don't matter what we are. You be talking about people in their face. And I said, well, what do I say? Give me an example. And no disrespect, I'm, not trying to disrespect anyone, but he said, you could be talking to someone who may be overweight, and you'll say, oh, I could never weigh this such and such or look like this. And so he said, and everything you're saying that person has, they're going through, it does. And I said, oh my God. He said, you do it all the time. I said, well, what are they saying? Because I'm like, are they? He said, you just so quick, you don't even realize, and they just be sitting there. And I finally started asking people, and they're like, well, yeah, because you told me the other day. I'm like, so y'all not gonna point it out. This is what I mean by people just allowed me. So you
didn't see a problem because they didn't tell you that it was one, that they had a problem with what you were saying.
Right. And I also wanted to say something about D. Coleman when he said his expressions. He doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. My husband is like that. That was the biggest problem because we're emotional human beings. Yeah. And we went through a whole period, and I started to see when he sent me a long message, and the energy and the vibe between us had become very sad because he was finally aware that he just checked out emotionally. And that's all I needed from him. You get what I'm saying? So, you have to find a balance with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have these healthy relationships, you have to try to see things from other people's perspective.
Yeah, from their point of view.
And just evaluate
them and their feelings too. Right. Like you want them to respect yours. It goes both ways.
Right.
Now, this comment, this topic right here, we're gonna close it on out because we done been on for a little bit, but
we can keep talking.
Now that we recognize that maybe we're the toxic person, or that person is toxic for us, they done brought us down, or we brought ourselves down. Now, what happens after the fact? Okay, you had enough, you're fed up. Now you're moving on after toxic relationships. So the keys to staying away after removing yourself. Now that's where the toxic come in, because you keep taking them at, baby, I'm sorry. Then he put the thing on you.
Right. You good, so you stand.
Whoa, and next thing you know, y'all in love.
Well, he bought me a gift. He took me out.
That I want that old thing back, but the old thing back might not be what you need. So, how do you remove yourself from a situation? I know y'all in here. Come on, testify. I know y'all been there, done that, because shoot. I know some people done been in and out of a relationship with somebody they just can't stand. I can't stand your ass, but I love your ass.
At the same damn time.
Can't stand you, but I want to be with you. Ooh, I know y'all got that from experience. So, breaking up with someone you love.
That you think is love.
And that you think is love.
Yeah, yes.
Because maybe you're holding on, there's something's there, but you're just thinking, oh, I can change him. I can do it. He just needs a little bit more time. Yeah. But he keep doing it. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. He keep coming back again and again. But guess what? You don't got so stuck into your ways that you didn't even set yourself up for success.
Yeah, and it goes both ways now. The women,
it says
being stuck with the women like that too.
So you have to give up your all, give it your all before leaving. So first, if you test it out, go to therapy, try to work it out, try to fix it. But then when you realize, there's just no saving us. Now you got to go. Now, once you realize, okay, it's time to leave, know that it will hurt you. Know your why and stand your ground, because once it's hurting, that's when that vulnerability come in. And then he texts you or she texts you and, baby, I miss you. I can't believe it. Then I'm sorry and I'm lonely and I ain't had none in a while. Come on over.
better get a toy. Make that
Get a
thing
toy.
work. Whatever you
There
got
you
to
go.
do.
There you go. Find some activities. Go
Find
exercise.
something. Walk in the park. Go do something.
Yeah, go on
Poetry
vacation
stuff.
and live your best life, man. You
Yes.
go find you a Jamaican lover somewhere.
I'm telling you, go on a trip and have a one night stand. Whatever you need to do, baby.
Get your mind off of it.
I'm telling you.
Know your why. Like I said, stand your ground. So now that you put your foot down, don't come over here tonight. I change the keys. You ain't getting over here. You can't have the car and ride around with your baby mama. Nope. Don't try to be friends right away. Sometimes we just can't be lovers and friends. It's over with. It's okay. Then now, set boundaries with your ex. Just because you had it before, don't mean he just feel like or she feel like she can just get it at any time she want to. Set boundaries with your friends groups too.
Yeah.
You don't cut them off, but maybe you don't let them come back just a little bit. We just gonna be friends. But you still got to set those boundaries. They don't mean that everything's the same. Just because I said, okay, friend, we can talk and try to work it out. That don't mean everything remains the same. And then this very one, you over there trying to heal and get over it, but you watching her profile while she posting up with some new boo. And you over there mad. Then, of course, guess what? You react to it. Now you go get with somebody just because you want to show off and make her mad. And then y'all fucking.
Right. Period. It makes no sense. I've been there, done that, so I can understand all of that. You're just stupid. I ain't not y'all stupid. Me. Let me talk about me. Let's me realize, like, you realize, girl, what the hell? No, ma'am. This is not it.
Yeah.
Right. I know. Ran over somebody.
Yeah, Kiki was nuts.
And baby, please believe she's still in my front pocket. But I know how to handle that now, you know. So once you heal, I'm telling you, man, you got to go that them toxic people will drive you up the wall and around the corner.
Especially when it's good. Especially when
it's good.
Now you can't find it no more. Like, Lord.
And even I ain't gonna, you know what? I'm gonna say when it's good and even when it's not good. You know, we talking about sex because even you can think like Maggie said that you can change somebody. Cause that was me. Oh, I can change.
Oh yeah, you can't change people.
What they done been through, you know, they just hurt. They need a little tender love and care, baby. No, baby, that ain't you. You ain't certified for that. You need to get them in touch with somebody that got license for that. We ain't got no license for that.
Because some people. Some people can heal and grow off talking to clergy, meaning us or whatever, but and they're coachable from there, like you can help them and guide them, okay? But when it ain't working and things, again, toxic stuff, the toxicity, that's when, okay, you're gonna need somebody with that license because that's not here. Yeah, you know, they can do what they want to do. I always talk about free will. You know, you can't change nobody. You can't make anybody do anything. You're responsible for you, just like they're responsible for them. But and I like this too. Hang on.
Which one? That one?
Mike, did I
Did you highlight it? Seeing it from other people's perspective starts with listening. Can't listen if you're walking away. Yeah,
you're right. Because you have to listen and hear what they want and then take it in.
I don't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all laughing at D. Coleman. He talking about me.
Yeah, I see him. Take it in. And like I said, evaluate, assess the situation, see what you can do differently. That's not changing you. It's just sometimes we can tweak and tune up some things with us. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between, you know, changing us. That's not changing us.
You can't change a person. Right. You can change yourself.
Yeah. And maybe
but you gotta want to
like make that person change, but you just trying to change that person, baby. It ain't gonna. That's a dead end. That's
you
let it go.
Right.
Block them.
Yeah. And my block game is strong, baby. I block you, and I ain't no.
Oh yeah, I block too. I had to block a friend.
Yeah,
I
baby.
blocked a friend last year, and
Yeah.
I still ain't let up and unblock.
Matter of fact, I seen a dude. It was last year sometime that I had blocked at a gas station. I had blocked him prior to that, but I seen him at a gas station last year. Seen his car go by. I was like, damn, I wonder if he saw me. Sure enough, he seen me because he turned back around. He said, you know, how you been? I'm like, yeah, I've been good. Cause that's me. I talk to you. But other than that, we ain't have no conversation. Hey, how you doing? Walk away. But he was like, I realized, you know, I've been calling you and I can't get through. You blocked me? I said, yeah. Oh, why you do that? I said, the conversation we had prior to me blocking you is why I blocked you. So it's nothing to talk about. You know why I blocked you. So you blocked. Keep it moving. Are you willing to fix that situation we talking about? No. Okay then. Have a good day.
He told you no. He was honest. Appreciate and thank him. He was being honest. You know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, have a good day. So I got in my car. He got a his.
You know what? And I wanna we're gonna close it out pretty soon, but I want to point out some things that we're talking about romantic relationships, but it's so much. There's different toxic things that can happen to people in relationships. Your friendship, where you're the financial winner in a lot of situations. Everybody want to go out when Miss Kiki got the money in her pocket.
Been there, done that.
So Miss Kiki paying for everybody's dinner. Miss Kiki, girl, we going to shopping. You know, you can have people that are financially draining you, mentally draining you, physically draining you, emotionally. It's so much that it's not just sex in a romantic relationship. It's so much toxic things out there that you don't even recognize. You feel like, why are they always asking me for things and I can't ask them for nothing? Friend, where are you when I need you and need to depend on you? Block them. Let them go. Those people that bring you down when you got a project. Girl, I'm happy about my website. Girl, you ain't gonna do nothing, girl. You ain't making no money from that.
Bye. Quit. Bye. Not bye. Bye. Like seriously.
Right. And be careful. That's always that you tell I'm gonna say your problems to your relationship. And they say, girl, you know, he ain't no good or whatever. And they ain't over there, they unhappy too. But they let you know he ain't no good. That's because they unhappy. And half of them single and telling you that. They mad at your relationship. Actually, your relationship is great.
And they jealous.
Yeah, because they jealous. They want to tell you something bad about your baby. And I'm telling you, y'all better leave them people on. I was getting ready to go somewhere, but I had to realize.
But and then guess what? Guess like how your friends say, oh girl, Shaniqua said something about you. But why was she so comfortable to come to you about me?
Hello.
What did you say? How did you answer that conversation?
What's her name? Maggie, what's her name?
Did you defend me though?
What was her name that you used?
What?
Shaniqua.
That sounds like she need to be left.
I would tell her bye from the beginning. Bye. Because you know.
Right.
Oh, like your little website, your little project. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, your little bit. How your little business going?
Oh, you still got that little business?
Ooh, y'all better be careful with these people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And we're gonna end it with Mike's post. I've been dealing with trust issues lately. I'm the person who can hook you up and help. You said a lot right there. Money to your pockets is a major struggle for me. I don't know if people really like Michael Anthony Linson. Oh yeah. People can use and abuse you and take what they want from you because it's convenient for them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to when you need them, oh, they know where to be found. Hey, I don't answer my phone. I don't got time for you right about now. I'm all about myself. Testify, ladies and gentlemen. Get your glass.
What's that song by TLC? What about your friends?
To stand your ground. Who's gonna let you down? Yeah.
You know, Mike, you'll know who really like you because you.
Mike, I liked you because I ain't know you at first. from Man Mike Sports AFN. I was like, oh, I like Mike. That's my boy, man. I'm a bully too. You know, bullying the bullies. You know, I'm like, he mad just like me. Yeah, let's go get these bad people. Let's go do it.
But guess what? I'm the pit bull to know how to shut that ass down, though. That's one thing. That's why we are best friends, because guess what? He ain't gonna come at me like that, because he gonna get the same reaction. But like y'all said, when I can't stand you right now, I can't talk to you, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Don't let the shortness fool you. Don't let the 411 fool you, baby, because
girl, yeah.
I am a changed person, but she's still there.
She sure is. And sometimes I say, Kiki.
We live, kind of.
Okay.
That was a joke, because, you know, I don't care.
I know. I was getting ready to say, what does that mean? Yeah. That's your bodyguard.
You know what? Nah, look, seriously.
No, you are bodyguard.
Seriously. When I used to go out there and promote my friend, undisclosed name now, we ain't friends no more. But man, my little old self, there be some men, because she was beautiful. She's bad now. And she be performing and have her little outfits on, and men will come up there behind her and try to, graze upon her. I used to come up there like I'm some nigga. Excuse my words. Look right up at him like, what? What you gonna do?
All day, every day. Who you calling?
My little self. Yeah. Man. And it's funny because I never really got in fights. People used to thought I was just small and innocent, and then of course when they push me and they hear those words and everything, and that because I feel like I got an aggressive side of me and everything like that, man, they be like, wait, little mama, wait, or hey, the pit bull come out of me, and I don't know, and I got to a point one time that I was scaring myself. I was seeing red. I was like, I'm willing to, I was thinking things, and that's part of my mental too. I was starting to see things I shouldn't be seeing about what I wanted to do to people.
Lord.
I ain't gonna lie. I would like, oh yeah, like, woo. Just imagine that. I mean, I feel you. I was the one. I had people come up. You remember when you used to beat me up in the neighborhood? You remember you used to do this? I was beating folks upside the head with a trash can. You know how you pull the trash can up the driveway, take that top, boom, boom. Went to my friend's house. He let that little scuzzy girl in the house. I told him, don't mess with no nasty girl. I came up in there, drug him, and beat him in his own house. Like that.
And guess what? Nyght, Ryder, I'm not from the South Side. I'm just living on the South Side. I'm from the West Side.
That's what's wrong with you. I'm just playing.
I'm a graded baby. So it might explain a little bit.
Look.
You see the... All right, y'all, but we're going to go ahead. Woo,
I told y'all, we the Justice League. We don't play that mess. We are, look, we praise God. We rock with God. And let me tell y'all something. That's when people get stuff messed up. They feel as though people that's rocking with God and say their prayers and go to church or whatever the case may be, they think they can mess with you. Oh, she about God. She ain't gonna do nothing. Them the ones. God said, pull them out. Pull them out because they trying you. Seriously, it's a way to do it.
Well, I just got
don't get it twisted.
I'm saved, but I'm not soft. So don't get it twisted.
Look, and I gotta stop using this, honey, because I've been saying it for a couple of years now. I've been saying I ain't been saved that long. Don't. But I be down for a mission. I be down for a good old mission. I ain't going to jail or nothing. But the Justice League. Y'all with me? Kiki, Maggie? We the Justice League.
We for the people, y'all. We for
real. We are for the people. That's why I said bullying the bullies. But again, still, it's not right to bully people. But
I like that ATL Leo.
Well,
yeah.
We all from Atlanta. We all three of us are from ATL, Georgia.
Thank you.
Oh, not the Georgia.
The Justice League.
How you doing?
Georgia.
How you doing?
Okay, you say we gotta wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up. We're gonna close it on out. I appreciate everybody. You know, we try not to go 2 hours, an hour and a half, you know, because when it's good, it's just good. But
It's
seriously, we want to talk about, but I think one wanted to come on one of these episodes, and we wanted to talk about health and wellness and things like that, so we can get that going. But I know y'all want to get into the you know, men and mental illness too. So we got a lot of things coming up, fellas, ladies. If you're loving the show, please hit that subscribe on all channels. Y'all see the little ticket. Go on over to My Mental Space everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, as well as Beautifully Fit. Now, of course, we're gonna let the ladies, you know, close it on out so you can find out how to find them. But let's start off with Miss Mental Space, Miss Lady, Miss Kai. Let everybody know how to find you.
All right. Well, y'all see it scrolling at the bottom. You can follow me on Facebook at My Mental Space Incorporated. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at My Mental Space 21. That's the numbers 2 and 1. And of course on YouTube at My Mental Space Incorporated. And just hit me up, holler at me. I do I started posting did I give all my handles? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram? Yeah. Okay. But I see at the bottom right there. Oh, and also you see the Cash App $ My Mental Space. So anything that's donated is going to go towards I don't know, maybe most of you had mentioned, but I am a certified mental health coach. Maggie and Kiki are I'm getting them together with becoming certified as well. We are trying to get a facility to you know, host a lot of great things that we have going on within our
donate
journey. So if you want to donate, that's what the funds will be used for. We are trying to house our group, our business, our tribe. We're trying to build that community. So that's where the funds will be going to.
Mental illness.
And we've got to address the mental illness because it's all about the awareness of that. And I've been an advocate for it for quite some time. So why not certify it and make it official?
Right. And we're trying to do stuff with the youth too. Right. Athletics, just mentorship, a lot of good things. So
we take it all. So anybody you know that want to donate, we appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
I dropped bars.
Drop bars, ma'am.
Drop bars. Yeah, them candy bars.
See, that's a hater right there.
Hey, that's the only bars she dropping.
I love the description of your business. So you got to let everybody know, Miss Kiki, how to find you and what does that mean?
It's on me. Okay, so you can follow me on IG at Beautifully Fit, Twitter, Tequila McKee. I need to change that so it can all flow.
I know.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's crazy. Facebook, Beautifully Fit, and YouTube, Tequila McKee. I took out the black dress in the comment. I mean, parentheses, because no.
Put on that red dress.
Come on now.
Yo, hey, I'm just playing, y'all.
Girl, stop. We're gonna be on here a little longer now. We're gonna be trying to sing.
I'm about to be going to do some karaoke. That's what I'm about to be doing in a minute.
Okay.
At home?
Yeah. Y'all don't be silly. You got to be. You can't be serious all your life. PayPal info at beautifullyfit.com. Same mission. So anybody on this platform, it's the same mission. The monies will go to the same.
Some new face. Hello. If you watching, please watch us every week, every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're late to the party, go back and rewatch, reshare, relove, comment. Come on over here on YouTube and comment on this video. We want to know how much you love it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're busy cracking necks. While you're cracking necks, hit the like button.
I saw that.
Crack that like button. That's what you need to be cracking. And subscribe.
Cracking that, yeah. That subscribe and share.
Busy cracking necks right about now. Oh Lord.
That means we'd have been on too long. Y'all done had too much to drink. That's what that means. Which one?
But listen. So we do share Kiki. Well, the three of us share little short videos, just daily, just something sweet, motivating, or whatever. The channel affirmations are posted. Follow us. Follow all of us. Just to help get you through the day. That's what we're trying to do. Yes, we like to have fun, joke around.
Yeah.
But it's
nobody up.
Right. It's a we're doing this for a reason. Mental health is real. We're gonna start doing some things where you all can participate. Like Mental Health Awareness Month is in May. And so I really want to do a walk, go have lunch or something like that. So we can, build that community. We want you all to be a part of it. We're fun and silly. We like to laugh, but again, we need each other. We need you all. You all need us. We need positive energy, and we have to. It takes a village to spread that. That is our purpose. So I'm excited about that, and I really hope you all are getting being able to feel open and free with us. Because it's medicine. That's natural medicine, for the soul.
Yeah.
For healing. So
were you watching Erykah Badu, or were you watching? I was seeing him and said he was listening to Erykah Badu. I did do a cover. People didn't realize I have 2 covers on this channel, and people keep finding it. And when he said Erykah Badu, I don't know if he was watching my video or it kind of, because I did a cover for Erykah Badu, and it's starting to link people to this channel. So however you found your way and discovered your way here.
Wow, thank you.
I remember that, Maggie. Yeah.
I love singing lady.
About that walk too, though. Maybe we get some sponsors.
Yeah, but no. Yeah. Speaking of sponsors, this is how I'm gonna close it on out.
Maggie, my bad.
I didn't put my little cash up there. We got to make one for Champaign. Yeah. But for the time being, the other 2 channels, PayPal, Cash App. Then we also got AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Atlanta Falcons Nation, $. However you donate, it's going to be put away, because not only are we doing things for mental health, I'm all into my sports thing. So find me, Miss Maggie T, anywhere, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you can find me. But we are getting ready to do a cookout.
I'm all about food, baby. I love it.
Are we gonna do our show when football season come up back on?
Yeah, I'm with it. I've been with it.
I don't know nothing about sports. I just clap when people have touchdowns.
Kiki don't know. I told her just fake.
Mad Mike.
Yes, you will have your show.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
But we got to get up out of here. We've been on here too much longer. I know everybody got to have their night bag. You about to go get a whooping, because you got to go take care of home. So we finna go ahead and get up out of here.
All right, guys.
We love it, Mike. You don't came in here wanting to squeeze up in here, but we appreciate everybody.
We got to do our to go.
All right. Who wants to make a toast tonight? Let's toast to happiness, our good health, good vibes, good tribe. Let's grow. Okay, let's take in these positive affirmations. Let's use them to work on ourselves so we can share and spread our light even brighter. Okay,
yes. Girl, you did that. You preached.
And rest in peace to my
girl. They called me the preacher. You didn't know about that.
Rest in peace to everybody. Anybody that lost a loved one, rest in peace to them, because they didn't wake up. But guess what?
Yes. You still
honoring that memory today.
Yeah,
absolutely. Good night,
toxic people.
Good night, people.
Good night, people.
Peace. Peace out.